Welcome to this explainer on public Wi-Fi safety, the invisible watcher. Let's set the scene. You're sitting at an airport gate, staring up at the departure board, and the ambient noise is just this low, stressful hum.
Your flight is delayed. It's frustrating, right? You just want to get things done while you wait. So you do what we all do. You pull out your phone, open your settings, and look for a connection. Oh, airport_free_Wi-Fi. You tap it. No second thought. The little connection icon pops up and you're online. You refresh your email, maybe pop open your banking app to see if that crucial payment finally cleared. It feels completely normal. More importantly, it feels private.
Section 1. The airport trap.
But here's the thing. That sense of privacy? It's a total illusion. Because somewhere in that exact same terminal, hidden right there among the rows of exhausted travelers, someone else is connected to that exact same network. So you have to ask yourself, who else is on this network? Think about it. You would never just leave your bag zipped open around strangers, right? Yet digitally speaking, that's exactly what you're doing.
Section 2. The cold truth. Public Wi-Fi feels so harmless, mostly because it's just everywhere. Coffee shops, hotel lobbies, hospital waiting rooms. But the harsh reality here is that open networks have absolutely zero built-in security. There is no encrypted wall between users. Anyone, and I mean anyone, connected to that network can intercept what you're sending. They could be sipping a coffee literally 2 tables away from you or just sitting out in a car in the parking lot. If you aren't protected, they see it all.
And it gets worse, because there's a much more deliberate trap, the lookalike network. This is where someone intentionally sets up a rogue hotspot and names it almost exactly like the real one. Think airport_free_Wi-Fi with underscores versus airport-Wi-Fi-free with dashes. It's a tiny difference. They just sit there and wait for busy, distracted people to connect to the wrong one. And once you're on their network, they completely control what you see and what they capture.
Now, you might be thinking, well, I'm just reading the news, who really cares? But casual browsing isn't the prize here. The absolute highest risk comes in those brief, split seconds when you log in. When you type in the password for your email, your bank account, or your work portal, those few keystrokes are exactly what the invisible watcher is waiting for.
Section 3. Securing your connection.
Okay, take a breath. You don't need to live in fear, and you certainly don't need to avoid public Wi-Fi altogether. We just need to build some simple, actionable safety habits. First step, just verify the exact network name with a staff member. Second, avoid those sensitive logins. Let your banking or your secure work stuff wait until you're on a trusted network. And third, always check your browser for security indicators.
Your most immediate indicator is that little HTTPS lock icon right there in your browser's address bar. When you see that lock, it means the site is using a protocol that encrypts what you're sending, even if the Wi-Fi network itself is completely wide open. Now, it isn't some magical fix for every single vulnerability out there, but it adds a really crucial layer of encryption for your data while it's in transit.
And if you're someone who regularly works from coffee shops, airports, or really any public place, this right here is going to be your strongest tool, a VPN, or virtual private network. Think of a VPN as establishing this secure, encrypted, gold-plated tunnel around all of your digital activity. It scrambles your data, so even if you end up on a compromised or fake network by mistake, the invisible watcher, they see nothing but unreadable code. It protects you regardless of which network you happen to be connected to.
Section 4. Connecting with confidence.
As the quote goes, public Wi-Fi isn't something to fear, it's something to use a little more carefully. By just understanding your digital environment, you completely change your relationship with it. You really don't have to give up convenience. A quick check of the exact network name, a tiny bit of patience, or just turning on a VPN, all of that effectively closes off the risk. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to keep this in mind the next time your flight is delayed, or you sit down with your morning coffee. You hold the keys to your own digital doors. The next time you connect, who will you let in?